Ladies and gentlemen, on the clubhouse stage, my brother's in the building. Trini, what's good, man?
It's good, bro. It's good. That's good. That's good. Man.
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Glad you pulled up because
Well, yeah, I have nothing to do. Well, I can't say I have nothing to do. I just want to work, taking a little break now, and I was in between.
nah, it's all good, brother. Because you actually pulled up in the nick of time.
Really?
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, one more thing before we go. Now, Trini, was you in Raquel's room earlier today?
For the brick lady conversation?
Yes.
Nah, I was headed to work at that point in time.
Well, well, let me be nice. I'm gonna be nice. You guys, I'm gonna try to be nice. First order of business. The interview of Roda Osman, aka Brick Lady. Yes, the Brick Lady from a few years ago. She was interviewed today by the girls. The ladies of IRL. If you guys look in the description, the interview is right there. So is the house, and so is the YouTube page. I want to take this moment to say congratulations to Raquel, Amber, Diego, and Kat, the women of IRL, for pulling off a successful interview. Ladies and gentlemen, I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interviews, and it's the groundwork going into these interviews can be draining, especially if you want to do an interview that's minimum 90 minutes. They not only they exceeded that, they met that mark, they exceeded it. They kept the conversation going. As much as that the woman wanted to quit because people were pressing her, they was able to manage to moderate the room and keep it going. So salute to Raquel and her team for conducting a interview. Now, there is a reason why I elected not to come on that stage to speak to Roda Osman, because I promised somebody 2 hours of maturity. I promised somebody, not anybody on Clubhouse or YouTube, or maybe YouTube to a degree. And I promised somebody 2 hours maturity. I was not going to show my ass for 2 hours into this interview. But as this conversation was going, I was like, man, why did I make that promise? Bro, go ahead, man.
Where's the point even, bro? Like, when I saw this woman on Anton Daniel's channel, by the way, she was on the panel on one of the discussions that I'll be having every Monday night. And she crashed out or whatnot. So it is what it is. I don't know what people really thought they was going to get. And to be honest, I don't know why Raquel and them even do that anyway, take it. like literally. I don't know. And then on top of that, you want people to pay to ask questions like...
Let's not do that. Yeah, no, we can't do that. We can't do that because I have to side with them on the strategicness of them being a business. So I'll give them that.
I'll close this off. Not a bit, but I mean, that's fine, but I ain't paying a damn thing. I know that for sure. Anthony not about to take this hard-earned $50 to convert it to US dollars to pay for anything.
I'm saying
because people thought it was like when she get pressed. She get pressed by many people over the internet, and she don't know how to hold it because she out here trying to do this nonsense of championing some weird ass cause when people have already outed her for who she is. So I'm confused as to why.
Yeah, and matter of fact, they sent me. I got sent a YouTube link of a video from, because all this happened in Houston. Fox 26 News did an interview with the guy who was accused of it, and it showed that whatever the statements that she was making were lies by the investigators. Like Fox 26 do not bullshit when it comes to investigation.
I wonder why.
So he spoke at Fox 26 News. He said it wasn't a brick, it was a water bottle. And I'm looking
We
like,
never see a brick, eh? Like we never saw a brick that you take, right?
no. She said she what did she say? And y'all, like I said, the link is in the description. Oh, and actually, no, I'm sorry. Let me if
We
anybody
never saw a brick, you know.
hold on.
We assume it was a brick because of the injuries to her face. But I mean, it's like bro.
Yeah,
Like, okay.
I'm like, cause I'm looking like if you to get hit with a brick and to still be walking and recording is amazing.
Yeah, as a woman, if you get hit with I've seen women get hit with bricks before, like legit in the head too. I don't know how. Like, come on, a massive swell on the face, nah, bro. If you get hit with that brick, you about to be bleeding, you know, because there's only two types of bricks I know: clay or concrete.
Yeah,
You
that's a
know,
fact.
and both of them shits hurt. Obviously, concrete hurts more, but clay hurts the same way. It's definitely going to open up your skin. So I'm confused as to that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I've never really made comments about it online. I'll let people just do their gender war nonsense, of course. But I waited for more information to come out, and I was like, okay, the man come out and say what he says or what not. And I was like, and then I see she chasing cloud all over the internet. I'm like, all right, okay, we don't know where this is going, bro. If you're chasing cloud out of that, and we find out that you be doing skits and stuff, and you be doing this shit out in the public, I'm like, all right, cool.
Nah.
See,
here's the thing. See, for me, it's out of sight, out of mind. So I didn't hear about this girl till like maybe I probably heard about it a couple of weeks. Matter of fact, when I spoke about this on my show, during the segment of my show, that's the last time I heard from that chick. I heard about her. She went under the radar. I guess as you should, because all this stuff kept coming out. But she kept on using which I agree with Pink Pill with what she said.
Pink Pill was on stage?
Huh?
Pink Pill was it?
No.
Oh.
This is like the after show or whatever.
After show.
Yeah, she did. They did after show because one they weren't gonna let the whole stage on there with her because the whole crowd would have pulled up. And
how big was this room? Because I've been watching replays on here.
I believe almost 200, if not more.
one of the biggest in real life rooms ever, bro. Crazy.
Hey, shout out to them though. I
listen. I've already talked to Raquel and all of them. Like, I am like, okay, y'all want to run this content, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see me every other time. I'm cool on this type of content, bro. I'm good on the in real life content. That was great. This relationship thing is one shit could pass me straight, man.
And it's like who would they interview? Now, granted,
I'm not gonna have to interview nobody.
I'll for the YouTube people, I'll name drop his name because this is not what I'm doing. It. Obsidian is in that room every other day. So
they could interview Mamiya, you know, if they want to. Mamiya is kind of one of the godfathers of the Black Manosphere. They want to interview Mamiya. They could. I think Mamiya, being the kind of man he is, they can interview him. He's well spoken.
Yeah. No, he can pull off an interview, but it's like we see him. We talk to him every single day. So I can kind of see why maybe not per se, because it's like we can talk to him anytime.
I get it.
And
I get it.
now, as far as I believe if they were to integrate use YouTube a little bit more and integrate with certain spaces, I do believe they can get some interviews with certain people.
I don't even know what the direction is. Listen,
But I understand I get it. Now, me personally, do I care to hear from the brick lady? No, but I can't fault her from interviewing her. But I do want to say this about her now.
But she's too late anyway. To be very honest with you,
she's what?
If Bracken and them wanted to capitalize off of it, they should have done it a long time ago.
They can still capitalize. Well, this brick lady thing, all they gotta do is just chop up the content, put it on YouTube, and they'll be fine. But they
But I mean, like at the height of it, there was too late. They're too late. They're after like a year. They're like 2 years too late when it comes to the actual discourse around in this thing. Now, I'm amazed that they got like 200 plus people in the room anyway to ask ridiculous questions. But you know, people like drama, people love content at the idea, right?
But you gotta, because one thing about interviewing people, you gotta get, especially giving how controversial, and I put that in air quotes, because you gotta give people a room, comfort zone to speak, and let them speak as long as they want. Now, and I put controversial in air quotes because people say I interview controversial people. I have not, honestly, but I understand how people may construe their words to be controversial. Although I think the things that angry men say is normal. Content King says is normal to me. I don't consider those controversial at all. But I want to say this with Roda. This goes back to what I said the last time I spoke about this shit. When you are given certain levels of protections or certain layers of protections, take advantage of it. I'll say this. Number one, she's African. That's a protection in of itself. Go a step further.
I don't think so. Was she a Somali or something like that?
Yeah, but that's in Africa. That's why I was getting to that. She had 3 levels of protection going in.
She had 3 levels of protection going in. That woman is Somali in America.
She's Somali. Well, no, she is Somali American, just like I'm African American. But that doesn't mean there's not a level of protection that is afforded to her. So, being African, she got that. Being a Somalian, she got that. But above all that, you being a Muslim, I know you. Now I know wherever you go, you got to be protected by those of the community.
All 3 of those things reject her outrightly.
Well, now they do.
Because they do.
Now
she has no protection.
No, yeah, now they reject her because here's what we found out. Now, granted, I understand things. Everybody had some people had a rough childhood. Your mother was very limited in a lot of things, whereas your father was a abusive alcoholic that came and go as he pleased. Now, at age 16, this is what she said. And like I said, guys, the interview is in the description. Click the link and go listen. And we'll get to Dr. B in a minute.
Dr. B was there too?
Oh yes.
Oh, he paid to ask questions.
Oh yes.
Oh, that man gave money up, bro. That's our first.
Dang, man. But here's the thing.
He paid $25. How much money did he pay?
Oh, he asked quite a few questions. I'll say that. He asked quite a few questions.
$25 a piece.
But
that nigga. Hey, yo, fam. Yo. I listen, right now it's 11:32 in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm working at 8-hour shift from 3 to 12. I'm not wasting my hand on to ask no trifling anything. Sorry.
I get it. But we'll get to Dr. B in a minute. But I want to say this because I got to give him his flowers. When it comes to when she was 16, she said that her mother was going to send her brothers back to Africa.
You need that.
She rebelled and ran away from home at 16.
1000%. She's an American. Why would she want to go to Africa?
I'm just because I'm looking like that is, and obviously I'm not gonna hold a because I don't know how old Rhoda is now, but she has to be in her 30s. She has to be in her 30s.
1000%.
But I would say is because I asked the question that I know is not going to get answered because that I know is not going to get answered because I know questions like this is it's not going to disrupt the room, but it's going to make you think, and you're going to have to be by yourself in your thoughts, listening to a question that I asked. Because I pretty much, to paraphrase, I asked her, "You made a decision at 16 years old to run away. Do you regret that decision right now, given what you went through?" That's a question that's not going to shake the room because, granted, the room is the grown as intelligent as the room claims to be. Right, right. Because I would say, as intelligent as they claim to be, they're looking for microwavable answers with these questions. I was like, no, the question I'm asking is going to come back and haunt you later on down the road. I'm not trying to haunt this girl because she says she's been in and out of she's been having a panic attack. She's been in and out of hospital like every week or every other week for I don't know how many months. That
use therapy.
Yeah, that I'm glad I did not. And Raquel, just I got you. I got you on Friday. I promise I'm gonna catch up you guys Friday. But I'm glad I did not pay for them to ask that question because that was really going to. If she haven't thought about that already, that was really going to fuck her up. Because you had the opportunity to run back home where you would have been protected. Now, she talked about all the things that she experienced as a Somali American. Now, I gotta ask, was you gonna experience that back in Somalia? Or back in Somalia? How is probably pronounced? My bad, Ma. Do you now? I would say, in your 30s, do you regret that decision? And if the answer is no, everything that you went through from being slapped with the brick to now, exactly. It's just all for nothing. It was a facade.
I don't think she life really amounts anything but this clout that she have. You know, today's society love clout. Today's society love a little fame, a little fortune, Instagram famous as they call it.
Mm-hmm.
So she loves it, you know. It's not that she not run away from the notoriety per se. But if your life has amounted to only that, and then you could spout off nonsense at the ramblings of your mouth, then you have already been successful in your life.
Yeah, because I understand she says she's a black feminist, Somali feminist, or whatever. And I know.
She said that on Anton Daniel's channel. And you know what's funny? She got asked questions on Anton Daniel's channel.
Anton Daniels.
Yeah.
She was on Anton?
Yeah, she was. I was because I now start back to watch Anton Daniel's channel like probably some months ago. And now I gotta go back far for that video because Anton does a panel every Monday.
Right, right. Q, yeah.
Yeah, with Q. Shout out to Q.
Once you're live and straight, you'll find. Okay. Shout out to IG Live. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. Once we reach the hour mark.
So she was on Anton Daniels, and she asked questions. You know, she got the hot seat, and she crashed out, scream and quarrel and get on like stereotypical black woman would. And she tried to duck off the live by having her final say, but Anton was like, nope, Anton shut that shit down so quick. He was like, listen, either you're going to stay for the conversation or you're going to dip. You're not going to have your final say and then feel you're going to dip. I don't think she was ever back on the panel because who would ever want a belligerent person on the panel?
Holy shit. I did not know that.
Yeah, you could go through like, where is my tab? Let me go on YouTube quickly and see if I can find it one time. Since I had it desktop in front of me. A laptop and desktop in front of me. You have two screens for what?
Oh shit! Where's she at? Oh shit! She really was on this bitch. Jesus Christ!
I put up lives. Shout out to Anton Daniels do the live.
Shout out to my guy Anton Daniels, man. Dang, I did not see that.
No, one of these days I could be on the live and I'm seeing if I make some time. Mondays are hard. I work Mondays. So. To pull up on that would be a little bit crazy. I don't know how far I had to go. 8 months ago, really? Is it that?
I just typed in Anton Daniels and I typed in her name and people reacted to it, popped up. So I just saw that.
Yeah, people definitely reacted. Yeah, I don't know how long it was ago. How long was it?
I see 2K. It had to be during the Christmas. It had to do during the month of December because 2K.
No, I think it was before this whole Trump thing because I think I started back watching Anton Daniels like last year. Because I went through all his videos with the election and stuff like that. So it was definitely way before that. So I mean, it was over a year now. Crazy work.
I did not know that.
I mean, I've been watching Anton Daniels longer than that.
I'm surprised. What's God didn't give me the clip this part?
Why did I unsubscribe? Shout out to the group.
Yeah, I'm surprised What's God didn't give me the clip this part, but that's interesting.
Right. Yeah, it was like over a year ago. Shout out to that.
Shout out to Anton. Shout out to Island Girl Q. Holding it down on Mondays.
Shout out to my half Trinidadian sister. When she live out there.
Oh yeah, she cool. She's real cool. But this chick, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, ladies, my thoughts on her never changed. Well, my thoughts on this never changed. And this interview that's in the description confirmed or just double down everything that I stated back then. You have a level of protection. Now, use it. If you are in a system where you don't have to be out here dolo, then take advantage of it. Now, I understand you got these dumb bras that want to shame women for what I don't know, for having their fathers protect them, their brothers, their uncles, their husbands, blah blah blah. Fuck them. Real talk. Leave them alone. Otherwise, you're gonna be online with a square jaw and a swollen face.
Man, I remember when Twitter was all up in an uproar because of this thing. The gender wars was, to be honest, gender wars kind of still is a thing. Obviously, it's not gonna not be a thing until people absolutely get tired of it. Absolutely get tired of arguing each other. But I remember when that was, man, black men and black women was telling each other all kind of nonsense. Like they're arguing right now with the Diddy case. Okay? The Diddy case has black men and black women arguing that have nothing to do with them.
Hey.
It has nothing to do with that. But I would love to see the outcome of this Diddy case, though. That is the most intriguing thing on my docket currently because I love a good lawyer case, dude. I love a good court case. Love it.
I can tell you right now with this, it's gonna be with the Diddy case. This is just a reality show.
Cassie testimony, something a little shaky apparently. Every new piece of thing that come out is just like apparently making her look bad or something like that.
Well, for the Diddy case, it's simple.
But I think that
They're gonna the government is getting their ass kicked by Diddy's legal team, and
really,
yeah, because what they're trying to do is denigrate his character, which is they're rolling it right. But
I know they tried that, but I was because I like credible people, right? I do follow this lawyer named Nate the lawyer. He's actually good. He's following the case. He has did a whole video on week 1 of the case, and he's saying that the government has they could have a very great chance of prosecution because they have some things to prove, but they have very little to prove. I mean, there's a RICO charge by the way.
Yeah, they haven't got to that part yet. They're just focused on Diddy's case.
But I think they could prove. I mean, they mightn't get him on everything, obviously not, but they could get him on a few things. I think they could get him on the transporting people across state lines and border lines for prostitution.
Well, here's the thing, and this is what I told people. I told people this a couple of years ago, and this might come to be true. Back then, when people was bragging about flying hoes out left and right,
yeah,
that's a form of trafficking.
Because I assume, shout out to the men that tell these women not at all, I'm not paying for shit. Because that woman could get good already and charge you with trafficking.
Yes.
Or transporting you across the border for prostitution. That's a federal offense.
Mm-hmm. So all y'all, that was so. And another I told you so moment. First is Brick Lady, now the fly out. Ladies and gentlemen, all those that I have talked to, let me make sure I put myself in the big screen so people can really see me. Ladies and gentlemen, when I told you guys about flying these chicks out, how this could be considered sex trafficking, now you see how Diddy's about to get fucked up in court if they come across this part of the case. It's okay to say Chris might be right. It's okay to say that. Stop saying I'm wrong all the time. History, what has history always shown me to be? Right. Jesus. I'm sorry, man. I have to get that off my chest.
Oh, no. You should look at that already. Oh shit, right. So Nate the lawyer really, right. So he did a video. When he did this video. He did the video for week 1. He did the video for week 1. Wait, did he remove it?
Was on YouTube?
Yeah, Nate the lawyer on YouTube. Did he remove week 1 of the Diddy trial?
Does he have a membership? Does he have a members only on his YouTube?
No, but I watched it so because I don't have a membership with it, so I watched it.
Okay. But yeah, that Diddy trial is picking up. They're gonna either tomorrow, Thursday, Kid Cudi's gonna be on the stand. That's actually the one I'm actually interested in. Outside of them actually getting to the point of human trafficking. Because honestly, right now, oh shit, I almost screwed up. Right? Oh yeah, I shit my head. I'm tripping. Right now, Diddy's lawyers are winning. Right now, because they have yet to, like, all the witnesses that they brought up is questionable. Cassie, the male escort. I know Cassie's mother was there in court. I don't know if she testified or not. But right now, Diddy's team is winning. Let's see what happens when they actually get to the legal charges.
I would love to see because you all know I do like random people reviewing anything.
Right.
So Lady Lawyer is an actual lawyer, so he knows a lot about that. I also think that Fresh and Fit, well, not Fresh,
Byron.
Byron
Yep.
is in court. He be in court. He's a former FBI, I believe.
Yeah.
So he's also taking on watching the case, which is cool because he has insight, of course. No, I haven't watched anything. He was on Anton Daniels' late night show that they be having like every Wednesday or something.
Yeah, I saw that, and I watched it, and I to get his take on that.
He gave a rundown of what went on in court of that.
And what he said, I take what Myron says to be factual, everything he says, and how this is a bunch of clout chasing by the government.
I mean, I understand that the government wants to convict people that they think are bad, and they're willing to go to any lengths to get that. I don't think it will be fine on the government's part or the state's part in trying to tarnish one's reputation in order to gain a conviction. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how it goes. Byron did say that one of the agents on the case said something that, would have jeopardized a particular thing.
There are rookies, because because the way that they're handling this trial is a bit premature. In my opinion, it's like I don't think you guys really doing a good job because you guys are focusing too much on Diddy's character, and the attorneys already said we know Diddy's a piece of shit, but that doesn't mean he's guilty of any crime being committed because of his character or lack thereof, which I agree 100%. That statement can be true, but it is up to the prosecutors to see if there's any legalities that is being compromised, and they have yet to present that. And I'm scratching my head because this is technically week 2. So we'll see. Kid Cudi will be on the stand either tomorrow or Thursday. But if the government don't get to these evidence quick, I don't think they have it, and I think Diddy's gonna walk.
I mean, Diddy did call for a speedy trial, so we will see. A speedy trial in the midst of all this evidence is crazy. But he could get to call that, that's in this constitutional right to call.
Yeah, man, but yeah, we'll see. I know you pulled up. I pulled up late, but I'm glad you pulled up, man. I do appreciate the support.